Body of Lies movie review. So, I don't know if anyone remembers this movie or not. This movie came out in 2008. It starred Leonardo DiCaprio and Russell Crowe. And it was a fictional movie, but it was based on CIA and the U.S. War on Terror. And it was a big deal at the time, or at least it got a lot of media attention for being a movie that's topical about the War on Terror. I remember reading a lot about it at the time, and it seems like this movie has just completely disappeared into oblivion. Like, I never hear anyone talk about it anymore. I never read anything about it anymore or see it mentioned. Maybe it's just me. Like, let me know if you think this movie is still, people are still talking about it. But, you know, I haven't heard any references to this movie in years. Anyway, it was a relatively big deal at the time. Got a lot of press for being a topical movie about current events. The politics of the movie never go too deep, but I thought as a suspense story, it was decent. The film is set up as kind of a triangle of suspicion. There's a CIA field agent on the ground, who's played by Leonardo DiCaprio. There's his boss back in Washington, played by Russell Crowe. And then there's the head of the Jordanian intelligence. Now, none of these three people really trust each other, and all of them play off the others for their own purposes. The dialogue in the movie is poorly written and borders on cliché dialogue. But I thought the plot was decent. It's a thinking man's suspense movie. It requires you to watch it closely in order to keep track of everything that's happening in the plot. Now, if you can get a hold of the DVD, for me, by far, the most interesting part of this movie was the DVD commentary. So the film is based off of a book by the same name, which I've not read, but it's by David Ignatius, who's a Washington Post reporter. And they got him on the DVD commentary. So he talks on the commentary about what in the movie was based on truth and what was fictionalized. And although a lot of the stuff in the movie is kind of Hollywoodized up, a surprising amount of the events in the movie and the operation procedures of the Jordanian intelligence come directly from real life. They're based on real life incidents. So if you watch this movie, or if you can get a hold of the DVD commentary with David Ignatius, that's really the most fascinating part of it. So I would highly recommend that. The movie itself, yeah, it's not bad. Not great, but not bad.